Good evening, race friends. Welcome back to Saturday night. Welcome back to ROM Hack Races. I hope y'all are feeling really good. I'm loving this hype in chat. We've got an extra special, super fun level for you this week. Every week, in fact, right here on ROM Hack Races, we have a never-before-seen Super Mario World Kaizo level. The racers do not know what they're in for. It is a challenge of improvisation, sight reading, and all the rest of it. But they do have some difficulty rankings. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Who made the level? It's week 339, and we've got an illustrious name I think you'll recognize. You might have seen their run at AGDQ this past year. Super Sheffy World 2 speedrunner extraordinaire Revelug has made a level for us this week. The level is called Double Down. And like I was trying to say, the racers have a little bit of info about what they're in for here. They've got the difficulty rankings given to it by the testers who played it throughout the week, and they know a little bit about what they're in for because of that. So this week, execution, a 7 out of 10. Complexity, a 4 out of 10. And the racers also know that there are 4 sections. Those testers, of course, Quiet Mason, Eden, and Mithrillionaire, helping to test us out. We've got, let's see, well, we got What's Up Dot running the restream tonight. We love our trans comrades. We've got BD, Echo, and Citrus Gremlin scouting all of the racers. There are 12 of them tonight, so the scouts are going to be working real hard to let us know who's taking the lead, who we should rotate in. In alphabetical order, 12 racers tonight: B2, DE81, Bunker Games, 82, Ender of Games, Germ Dove, Ike SMB, Lizard Machine, Louis Duce, Mr. Hank Scorpio, Pow Block 532, Stucat X Gamer 2009, and You Fail Me. Some really, really top talent. You are about to see some of the best play against each other. We are here to support all the racers. It is the racers versus the level. We got a leaderboard. We got the podium. We got a leaderboard. But at the end of the day, this is a tough level, and everyone's coming out and trying their best. I'm Glitchcat. Hi, I'm glad to be here, and I will be bringing you the play-by-play. If you have any questions or would like to learn a little bit more about us and what we're doing here, you can either shout it out in chat, and I'll be happy to try to give you a little mechanical knowledge, or you can head on over to romhackraces.com, our official website. You can download this patch plus any of the other levels that we've raced throughout our illustrious career. You could check out some of Revelug's other levels. He made week 325, 293, and 217. And while you're at it, you can check out Revelug's run from AGDQ. You can jump on our Discord server from there if you want to hang out with the community off stream, talk shop with us, and just have a nice time. You can get levels on the Discord thanks to a cool bot set up from our friend Kelgand, who helps us out with a lot of that stuff. So yeah, I hope you're ready for some fun. And if you're here to support your favorite racers and friends, please post their emotes in chat. Let us know that you're here to support. If you don't have some emotes from these racers, you maybe want to get some, go and give them a follow. Go on their site, follow them, drop a sub if you can. And we are just about ready to get started. I gotta figure a little bit of a technical thing here behind the scenes. And yeah, so we're getting ready to start pretty soon. All right. Yeah, sorry, just doing some technical behind the scenes things. I might be a little bit delayed right now. Hang on. I get to watch because I'm the commentator, and I get to watch on a special restream tool that makes sure I can see everybody real clearly, and we're working on getting that set up. But I can see we got a little bit to go. We're working on that, and we're just about ready to get started. So, week 339, Double Down from Revelug. Let's get ready to video games. We got B2, DE81, Germ Dove, Stucat, and X Gamer. And we're just about ready to get started. So, now Revelug. We know that Revelug is a very, very, very talented creator This is gonna be a tough one. So we'll see. I'm sure these racers are up for it. We get what, 4 rooms and checkpoint between rooms, and very classic Revelug style to start out with, the thwomp drop jump. We want to be we want to be consistent. These races are I forgot to say it, a dichotomy between consistency and one-shots, whether or not the racers can be consistent at the obstacles they've already learned, or whether or not they can get some one-shots. Now, one-shots might not necessarily get them a lead, but it will get them knowledge. Anything that they learn, if they get a little bit farther in a level, they'll be able to learn what's coming up, and that's going to help them out immensely. So, what do we got? We got thwomps. All right, we got thwomps here. And we got B2 up in the upper left making some good progress already. We've got the thwomp drop. We've got the little thwimp jumping around. Only spin jumps on those guys. And we've also got the red net. This is pretty standard Kaizo telegraphing. A lot of these racers should be familiar with this kind of thing. The red net will kill Mario if he touches it. And we want to spin jump on that thwomp to get started. We've got a gray falling platform right here, and the thwomp is going to fall down onto that 1 F0 tile. And it looks like both Stucat and B2 trying to figure out how to get through. B2 on a nice little move there, making progress, riding the falling platform down. The thwomp is going to stop on that silver 1 F0 tile and stop moving. You don't want to spin jump on that thwomp, but instead you want to get around the thwomp by riding that gray platform all the way down and kind of sneaking around it that way. Looks like B2 making a little bit of progress, getting past that, and got the bullet to jump off of. Again, pretty standard Kaizo obstacles. Not a lot of really intense mechanics going on, or a lot of custom gimmickry, but some very well-designed obstacles and some very tricky and tight maneuvers for these races. This is definitely earns its difficulty ranking, and we've seen Revelug in the past not only be able to crash through Sheffy World and other such hacks, but really just a really intensely good maker. Creatine Valley, the hack from Revelug that came out recently, really super challenging stuff. So Revelug, a top player in their own right and finisher of many a ROM hack race, and so now they're bringing us I don't want to say revenge level, but certainly showing us their skills and what they've got here. B2 trying to make it into that blue up pipe at the end, and up pipes, they're harder than they seem. They're more challenging than they seem. You got to be creatine. I'm thinking creatine, the weightlifting supplement. Excuse me. The stuff that's in turtle shells, the stuff that makes turtle shells hard. Crayon tin, whole tin of crayons. We got You Fail Me coming in here in the lower left. We got Bunker Games up top. Keratin. Thank you. Yes, I know sometimes I know words. Sometimes I don't know words. Keratin, thank you. If you're looking for a tough hack from Revelug, check out Crayon Tin Valley. Yeah, there are, so to explain this, there are 4 rooms. You have to beat a room twice in a row to move on. So consistency is really going to matter, and then you will get a checkpoint. So these rooms are a little bit shorter, but tight obstacles here. So yeah, interesting setup from Revelug. Consistency is really being rewarded here. And so yeah, even though B2 did get in the up pipe, they have to beat the room twice to get on. So we need that consistency. Here's Ike, SMB in the lower right-hand corner, making their way into the up pipe for the first time. And Ike, trying for that read. Yeah, recent finder of salmon, Ike SMB, beat Search for Salmon, which was always really cool to see. B2 looking for their second run here. Yeah, keep your eye on who made it through the pipe. Ike SMB. I just like saying the SMB part. We know it's Ike, but I like calling everyone by their full name. It feels very official. Bunker Games looking to get in that pipe on their first loop, and Ike, is that their first loop? Sorry, it's a little bit tricky for me to keep paying attention to who is on their first or second loop. But Ike, yeah, working on their second loop through this room. Got to beat the room twice to move on. So consistency very well rewarded here. But all these players are absolutely up to this. This is, yeah, you see more one loops. Ike getting in there. Sorry if I'm a little bit delayed. I'm watching this on Twitch instead of the restream. So the commentary is going to be a little bit delayed with the action. But there's Ike SMB, the one and only, getting through there. Getting through 2 loops on the first room, and they have the checkpoint. Now they are on the second of 4 rooms, and they are going to have to do this again, beat this 2 times in a row, and hold the phone here. Stu Cat coming in the upper right-hand corner, also on the second room. So second room, we've got ropes, and we've still got those red nets that are going to kill the plumber if the plumber touches them. We've got ropes. They can be a little bit tricky. You can grab the rope. You can also climb the rope while it is moving. And we got Louis Duce over here in the lower left. Yes, sorry if the commentary is a little bit delayed. The restream tool is kind of bugging on me, and so I've got to watch on Twitch, meaning that what I'm saying and what is happening on screen is going to be a little bit delayed. The restream tool is there to prevent that, but technical hiccups, don't worry about it. We're fine. Still having a race. Stu Cat, Louis Duce, Ike SMB working on section number 2. We've got ropes to deal with. We've got a couple of arrows to kind of show you what you want, and we've got this purple grab block. The racers are going to want to grab that while they're moving through, and then they're going to need to toss that right into the little 1-tile gap up there in order to drop the gold. That's not a gold, that's a silver. That's a silver colored statue. Drop the silver statue. That is a platform that they can land on and jump to make the next leap over to the fuzzies. We've got You Fail Me coming in here, making that fuzzy jump and making it on. Oh geez, was that I think that was a frame perfect jump. It is possible to spin jump off a rope, but only with a frame perfect input as soon as you touch the rope. So Stu Cat, You Fail Me, Louis, and Ike battling it out here on the second section. I haven't seen anybody get the first loop. Remember, we do need 2. Yeah, double down. I finally understand what the level name means. But Revelug, very good at creating these kinds of obstacles with stacked action. And what I mean by that is, like the purple grab block section, you're grabbing the ropes and you're also juggling the grab block at the same time. And Revelug, I think, really shines with obstacle design like that. We got You Fail Me through the pipe for 1 run, and now, yeah, again, You Fail Me is gonna have to do this twice in a row. So, yeah, who is it? Was it BD? Team One Shot in shambles. One shots are gonna get a little bit of knowledge though, but this is definitely a race of consistency, and I think that's cool because you know, I've seen Revelug play a lot, and I know consistency. They're very strong with consistency. Once Revelug learns something, they've got it, and they can just kind of repeat it. So it's nice to see them build that into this level, and it's cool to see makers kind of make things that they value. I always like kind of like seeing into someone's mind and seeing what they value and what they care about through their level design. So we got a couple of 1 loops here. We saw You Fail Me. I saw I think Stu Cat making loop 1, but we got 2 whole loops to do. Like this little ultra fuzzy section, those fuzzies are going to keep looping around the solid objects that they are stationed around, and obviously the black blocks are death blocks, but by surfing on the fuzzies, be able to you know, get through probably no problem. And yo, hey, I want to take a beat to say, like, I hope y'all are doing all right tonight. Thanks for spending a little bit of your Saturday night here with us on ROM Hack Races. If you have any questions or you want to learn more about mechanics, if I didn't cover something, please feel free to shout it out. We will be happy to get you all informationed up. Using a little bit too, I wanted to mention the butt slide there. That's a nice little trick, and again, this kind of stacked action from Revelug, having to drop the block and then press down to scoot down the hill on your butt. Mario's butt state is powerful and fast moving. Mario, when sliding, is a little bit faster even than P-Speed, and makes that jump possible by sliding off that slope, but then having to drop the block and catch it as they're jumping off the slope. So a lot of really minute kind of stacked actions all sort of coming together here. But everybody doing super well with this right now. Looks like the hang up right now for some racers is the grab block juggle right there in the middle. Kind of, you can juggle the block, but being able to grab the ropes high enough so that when you jump off the final rope, you are in position to throw that block into the one tile, hit the yellow turn block, and drop the silver statue. That seems to be a little bit of a hang up right now. But again, this is where consistency. It is. Oh, it is. No, very. Ooh, I like that reference. There is a vast minutia of difficulty. Minutia, of course, being a word that refers to small, trivial aspects of things. It's sort of a word like trivia. Minutia is the small details, as in the minutia of everyday life. Making coffee, brushing your teeth, you know, petting a cat, small things. And there's a lot of Revlog is certainly a player with a really strong grasp on difficult stacked actions like this. One who wanders within the vast minutia. Really cool level tonight. Let's give it up for Revlog for making this. I was really I was excited to see their name as a maker. And we've got that You Fail Me getting into that up pipe. They're on loop 2 right now. But a kind little thing there is that one vine, which is kind of sticking up right by the pipe. That makes it a little bit easier to get in the pipe because the racers can grab the vine and scoot their way into the pipe rather than having to just get in that up pipe out of midair, which is a little bit trickier. Again, I don't know. If you've played enough SMW, you play enough Kaizo, you wouldn't think that up pipes, pipes that are facing up, you enter them upward. You wouldn't think that would be a challenging thing, but I think it sort of has to do with the fact that Mario World was never designed to do this. I don't think there's a single Kaizo up pipe in the whole vanilla game. I can't think of one. And so I don't think the devs were really considering how tough it would be when we start making ROM hacks of it. But you really want to be in the center of the pipe, and it is possible to touch the pipe left or right of center and bonk on the edge of it and not actually go in the pipe. It's sort of just like hitting a bullseye, right? Imagine the center of the pipe as a kind of a target, and if you are misaligned with that, even if you're holding up, you're just not going to go in. And literally everyone has died on ye old up pipe every now and then. It happens to the best of us. Yeah, keep in mind too, the saying about the input timing on the ropes. Every time the players grab a rope, they are actually pressing the up button. Presumably up. You could also press down to grab a rope. Sometimes that's helpful. Here, probably not. But every rope grab you see is an input. Again, little bit of vast minutia of technique. And so it's not automatic. They don't just automatically touch it. You can't really see that from the gameplay. But they're tossing up to release the block and then up again to grab the rope. You can't buffer that up input. So some very fast stuff. You can't grab sprite ropes with a down button? Really? I didn't think I knew that. Because sometimes, we got You Fail Me on the third section. Let's go. Breaking away here. You Fail Me in the upper left-hand corner. Third room out of 4. Remember, 2 loops through the room to actually pass it. I didn't know that. I didn't know you couldn't grab sprite ropes with a down. Because sometimes I do that as a little trick, depending on what I want. If I want to grab the rope and I want to be up or down, think of kind of like an Ultra Star level, right? Where I have to you have to quickly grab a rope and then avoid some obstacle while you're riding it. Sometimes I'll hit it with a down input so that I grab the rope and immediately start moving in the direction I want. I didn't know you couldn't do that. Huh. I feel like I've done it before. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. I've definitely grabbed a sprite rope pressing down. Maybe not. Maybe this is all just a fake memory. We got B2DE81 in the upper left. Also making it to the third room, so excellently tight race right now. Louis Duce and Ike not too far behind. Third room, we've got oh man. Great. Oh, dude, I just really like this, I like this design. I really am enjoying this design tonight. Really cool palette here, and we've got a grinder, surf obstacle, and some ball and chains. We're doing a lot of spin jumping here. One thing to note is that the ball and chain, you're going to see these players, B2 and You Feel Me, getting to that ball and chain obstacle. There are one-way tiles. You see those little one-ways? They make a wall, and you cannot pass through those from the right. So You Feel Me going for that. They're going to have to kind of jump over the top of those one-way tiles, and makes that jump a little bit tighter than it would be otherwise. The sort of gold outlined blocks are will allow sprites to move along them and not Mario. So Mario can pass right through, but the grinder, which is a sprite, will move along them. Man, such cool stuff. And then right at the end of this first grinder surf, they have to jump up into that big 2-tile gap to like sort of wait out the grinder moving into position. So again, just a lot of really like, this level is really challenging subtle control and kind of stacked actions. Maybe not as much in this third room so far. We're just kind of aiming and jumping accurately, but a lot of really tight control, and you really need to have great control of the plumber. I can't say it any better than that. You Feel Me making a little bit of progress, getting a little bit farther. So a little bit, some one-shots might not help as much, but they do give knowledge, because now You Feel Me knows a little bit more about what's coming up than B2 does, and that's going to keep maybe keep them ahead a little bit. Nice triple grinder. Oh yeah. Oh, and almost one-shotting that up pipe at the end. You Feel Me. You don't often see those the triple grinder. You see like the ball and chains with the single ball, but the triple ball and chain, there are triple ball and chains and triple platforms, and I actually really like that. You don't see those very often. I used one in Vast Minutia. I think they're very cool. And yeah, You Feel Me showing off their consistency. Yup, he's moving. So yeah, so now we need 2 loops. You Feel Me working on a second loop. This could be huge right now. While it wouldn't necessarily be a one shot because they already know what's coming up, You Feel Me looking really sharp right now. Can they do this on their first try on the second loop? You Feel Me turning the power on here. Let's go. You Feel Me in that pipe. And wow, that was their first second loop. You Feel Me blasting ahead right now. Big H. And of course, I wouldn't expect anything less from Revelug. We've got, looks like, a shell section for the 4th room. And I mean, we know Revelug, very talented at shells. Man, some of the stuff from Revelug, some of the shell levels he's made are astronomically difficult. Carotene, am I getting that right? Carotene Valley. You gotta check it out if you fancy yourself pretty good at shells. And so we're gonna be using some shells in this 4th and final room. You Feel Me is throwing them, moving them, all kinds of really interesting shell tech. And I don't know, there's a lot to do here. So we got the shell going off. The green shell goes off the wall, hits those pink on-off switches. Those switches are flipping. Oh man, You Feel Me running right now. Oh my gosh. The on-off switches are flipping the state of the blue and pink on-off blocks. They will make them solid or not solid depending. And we got Louis Douce down here in the lower left, moving over to the 3rd section as well. So we'll see. Man, that was a really strong second loop from You Feel Me, and that really is giving them a lot of time here. Might not be a one-shot, but now You Feel Me has extra time to learn these sections, and everyone else that gets here will have to learn that as well. B2 looking for their up pipe. They're on the second loop right now. B2 could have this. We want to see a tighter race. So B2 trying to catch up right now as You Feel Me plows through this shell section. Yes, we are using, say Mithrona, we're using some we're using a bunch of different shell tricks here. We're using that back shot at the beginning, and then a little double shell jump right after that to kind of get 2 shells up. I mean, it's a shell jump, but it's just 2. Throw one up, grab it in the air, bounce off one, get off the second one. And then we've got the, I used to call it a slingshot. I don't know if I invented that trick, but I had never seen it before when I used it in Search for Salmon. I always called it like a slingshot because like it you nudge the shell and it goes back behind you like you're pulling a slingshot, and then you get sent forward. I don't know, maybe that's a bad name for it, but just in my head, that's what I call it. But the essential premise is that we are throwing the shell up into the yellow turn block up there, and the shell's going to go up, and now it is inert. A moving shell can be bounced off of, or an active shell can be bounced. An inactive shell cannot be bounced on. You have to throw it or nudge it to make it active, and thus be able to get a bounce on it. And so what we're doing with that slingshot move is tossing it up into the yellow turn block, and at that point it is inactive. But you're so close to the yellow turn block that as the shell is coming down, you nudge it forward, making it active, sending it off the wall, and bouncing off of it. It's a very tricky move to learn, and this is a tough place to learn it. So I'm hoping that the racers already have some familiarity with this, because they're gonna need it. Revelug. Revelug doing great on this level. You Fail Me, though, definitely seems to know this trick. So we'll see. Moving on, though, You Fail Me, kind of trying to figure out the final obstacle of this. We got some yellow sprite destroyers. The shell will poof into non-existence if it touches one of those yellow sprite destroyers. And obviously that's not good because we need the shell for whatever comes next. B2 trying for their, I think that was the second loop for B2. And remember, we are going to have to do this room twice too. So B2, Louis, Revelug. We got Bunker Games down there in the lower right-hand corner working on the second room with the ropes. You'll say again, if y'all have questions or you want to learn a little bit more, if I'm not covering some bit of tech, please feel free to ask. That's totally cool, totally fine. And yeah, we got some Mario races. So yeah, You Fail Me, kind of looking at this, maybe a little bit cryptic here, but the thing to remember for a cryptic tight setup is that, like, there is an answer. It can be done. There is a way to do this, and we just have to figure out what it is. While You Fail Me is working on this section, I want to take a minute to highlight the complexities of the saw surf. B2 trying. B2 and Louie are going to show off the saw surf for us. That is, again, harder than it seems, and a lot of minute difficulty going on that doesn't necessarily show up on the video. It's not immediately apparent what's tough about that, but saw surfing is a little bit more challenging than it might seem, and it's really challenging for new players, I think, to get a hang of it, because the hitbox for the saw, I'm talking about the circular grinder that's moving along the floor, the hitbox for that is slightly smaller than the circular image might suggest. And so the thing to do is really to kind of aim for the middle of that, the red circular part there in the middle. If you're too far, if you kind of stray too far to the left or the right, you might actually be still contacting the silver saw, but not actually its hitbox. In addition to that, you are also moving with the saw itself, so you are actually gauging your movement, pressing left or right, tapping it, holding it, whatever the case may be, in order to match the movement of that saw while you're bouncing on it. And if you notice, you'll see some folks kind of miss that a little bit. If you watch, Louis Duce had one just now. They'll not actually land on the saw, but they'll be touching the saw, and that is kind of a tricky thing for new players to get the hang of. But again, just this very tight control, you know, to really, this level really does a great job of exemplifying that you really, you know, as a player, and this is the reason why I stress a fundamental approach to learning Kaizo all the time, because you really want to be able to move Mario so well that you can land on a very specific part of something. You want to move Mario well enough that you can land exactly in the middle of the saw, for example. You want to move Mario well enough to where you can nudge a shell by touching it specifically on the left or the right side. And, you know, the way to think about that kind of is to think of the grid. You know, everything in the game can be divided up into a grid. Small Mario is as big as one of the blocks. The spikes, even though they're a triangle shape, are actually a block. Big Mario is 2 blocks high. And if you start kind of thinking of the grid, suddenly you'll see it everywhere, right? Everything is a grid and can be represented as that grid space. And the takeaway from that being, can you land on the left side of the grid? Can you differentiate? Can you jump and land on the left, on the right, on the center? Now do that on command. And that's a kind of a training exercise I like to give to people, is like, just use one block and try to jump from the left side to the right side, to the left side to the right side, and see if you can be that precise. And then in a level like this, we're just taking that to a logical kind of extreme and making you have to do that, do or die. But you feel me, making a little bit of progress. They've figured out what they want here. They're throwing that shell backwards behind themselves, and it's going to go and hit that triangle. Triangle Man, who famously hates Particle Man, is going to launch that shell up into the air that acts like a little ramp. In the vanilla game, that's just a thing to make you run up a wall, but we can repurpose them in Kaizo to make it launch projectiles and shells and stuff around. So the only way to get through that, they can't throw it forward because of the sprite killers, and they can't do anything else. So gotta just land it on that triangle and launch up into the air, getting into that one tile gap where they will get a shell and a P-switch. And you feel me, kind of trying to figure out what they want out of that obstacle. B2, Louis, Bunker, meanwhile, working hard on their respective sections. 27 minutes in, no clears yet, but a lot of valiant efforts here. Looking for some stats here. Yo, you feel me though, checking this out. Yo, oh, what a door entry. Oh my gosh, you feel me, holding the P-switch, getting the shell through that section. Big PB, remember they will have to do it twice, but their knowledge of this section is way out ahead right now. So a huge lead right now for you feel me. And yeah, look at them turning that consistency on. Bopping the shell into the yellow block, and then the shell's gonna bounce back. They wanna stop the shell by stomping on it, and then kick it forward again. We got Germ Dove coming in here in the lower right-hand corner. I know my left from right. Yeah, so getting that shell through. They want that green shell, You Fail Me does. They want that green shell moving. And okay, so I see, You Fail Me doing a little bit of science there. That door is a little bit easier than we thought. At a glance, I thought that they wanted to enter the door on the P-switch itself, but they activated the P-switch early and some blocks appear. That is a vanilla thing. P-switches can just make invisible coin blocks appear, and in this case, there's a little... Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought they just had to enter the door by standing on the P-switch, because I was like, well, that seems like a thing Revelug could do, so like... Maybe that'll be in the hard version of this level. But yeah, You Fail Me here going for... Yeah, okay, they know what they want. Yep. Dropping it, and then that makes the blocks appear, and then you can get into the door. So a little bit easier than having to just stand on the P-switch itself. That would be pretty remarkable. It can be done, though. You can enter a door. Are we going to see it? You Fail Me. Yikes. Man, You Fail Me. Really out ahead right now. You Fail Me here looking for their 45th first place. And this would be their 139th ROM hack race completed. B2 looking for maybe their 7th first if they can get it. Louis Douce trying for their 81st first place. And Stucat, no podiums yet, but 21 completed races. So Stucat moving on to, we got Stucat on the 3rd section here. And I'm hoping for maybe a first podium for Stucat tonight would be pretty cool. Oh, me, oh my, man, what a cool level, man. I'm loving this action. Revelug is a maker I really, really enjoy. Their stuff is very near and dear to my heart with their emphasis on minute platforming, precision, and tech abuse. Very, very fun. B2 looking for their up pipe. I think that's a first loop. Yeah, B2 trying to get the second loop on this grinder room. This is really interesting, I think, as a level. As Louis, okay, hold up. I just noticed here, Louis Douce moving on. 2 loops in the green grinder room, and Louis Douce moving on to the shell room, so Fail could have a challenger here. Now, Fail knows a lot more about what they want in this level than Louis, but what's it gonna be? Now, this is where, even though this level is more focused on consistency, this is where one-shots could really help Louis out. A yump! You Fail me doing a little mid-air yump there with that P-switch drop. Yeah, I know that's intentional. Just kind of styling for us here. Is that gonna be it? Oh, I wanted, the winning run. Yeah, aerial P-switch jump. Very cool. And B2, look at this. We got a challenger. We got a race now. B2 DE 81 making their way to the 4th and final room. So here's where You Fail Me needs to really get consistent, or where some of these other racers need to maybe get some one-shots on obstacles to learn more quickly. What's it gonna be? Is it gonna be, is someone gonna come up and take on You Fail Me's lead right now, or is You Fail Me gonna get to hang on to it through sheer consistency? We shall see, but looking really sharp here. Yeah, oh, You Fail Me almost. And that's gonna do it. Nicely done. You Fail Me with the big reads. Man, You Fail Me really clutched it out with the first try, second loop of the green grinder room. I think that really made a huge difference for You Fail Me. That was really, really cool. Allowed them to get here just a little bit faster, and having that extra knowledge really, really paid off for them moving into the final room. Put them ahead, and they managed to hang on to it. Ike SMB coming in here in the upper left-hand corner. You Fail Me done with a time of 31:54, completing their 139th race and their 45th first place. You Fail Me, an absolute powerhouse of a player. Very, very, very good. Ike over here, though, looking for their 7th first. Well, I guess now it would be their 14th second place. Stucat still, I'm kind of low-key. I try to be impartial. I'm kind of rooting for Stucat here, because they're in the running right now, and I want to see them get a podium. I think everyone else on the screen right now has been on the podium at least once, but Stucat looking for a podium, and I'm hoping they get it. Was that a P-switch activation and a door entry on the same frame? Pretty close. Hard to tell. Just from watching, it's really hard to tell if that was exactly the same frame. Thank you so much, all the low end for the raid, and MacFly, thank you so much for the 26 months. All of your subs and bits go right back into ROM Hack Races and helping us put these races on every week. We really, really appreciate that. So thanks for dropping by. We're racing, for those joining us from the raid, we're racing a level from Revelug tonight. It's Double Down. Execution tonight is a big 7 out of 10. Complexity a 4 out of 10 with 4 sections. And the gimmick here is that the racers, there are 4 rooms, and the racers need to complete each room twice in order to progress. And there's Ike completing the green grinder room twice. So we got Ike, B2, Louis on the 4th and final room, Stucat working on the 3rd right now, but working hard. And we're gonna need to complete this blue shell room twice in a row. So get consistent, nerds. Nice try though. Stucat working hard for it, man. You love to see it. But to talk about that door entry for a sec, it would be possible. You can enter a door. The thing that makes P-switch jumps possible is that on the very first frame Mario contacts the switch, Mario is technically standing on the ground. And when you're standing on the ground, you can do things like enter doors and do a jump. You know, simple Mario things. It is only for 1 frame. Originally, when I saw that obstacle the first time, I thought, oh geez, you have to actually enter that door from the P-switch. Which, I don't know, I mean, Revelug could do it. And honestly, these racers could probably do it too, but the difficulty, that'd be a tough one. So don't actually have to enter the door on that frame, but have to hit the P-switch in just the right moment so that they are behind or to the right of the wall of blocks, and not to the left of it where they would not be allowed to go in the door. So looking for 2nd right now, Ike, B2, Louis working hard for it, Stucat right now. And again, I'm talking about first places and podiums and stuff, but just to want to be clear that, like, this is a really hard level. Everyone is coming out here and trying their best, and that is really super commendable. So it may be a race, but what we've really got are a bunch of great players showing their skills off and working really hard to live up to a big challenge. If you're liking this one, you should definitely check out, I mentioned Crayon Tin Valley, Keratin. But you should check out, maybe if you want something a little bit less absolutely intense, My Favorite Things. Really cool hack, challenging, but really cool hack from Revelug. It's one of my favorite things. It's got a lot of favorite things in it and super fun to play. And because Revelug asked if I wanted to playtest for Keratin Valley, and I had a good time with that. It's very innovative in that Keratin Valley doesn't necessarily have an overworld. Instead, it has a big sort of Metroidvania style puzzle. I know Revelug is a big fan of Hollow Knight, and you can kind of see that coming out in Keratin Valley a little bit with the sort of puzzly overworld that you have to figure out how to get yourself to the levels that you're trying to play. It's really fascinating, really cool idea for a hack in general, and I thought that was just awesome. Oh, y'all doing okay? Feeling good tonight? Having a nice time? Oh man, good race tonight, man. I'm loving these skills, seeing everybody try their best and conquering this tough level. Oh jeez. We've had some pretty fast races in the past couple weeks, so I'm actually kind of stoked that we have a longer race tonight. You fail me, yo, thank you so much for the raid. First place tonight, my dude. Yeah, execution tonight 7, complexity tonight 4. Yeah, 7-4, which I'd say is pretty accurate. Playtesters always doing a great job. Mason, Eden, and Mithrillionaire testing this one this week, always doing a fantastic job for us. There it is. There it is, Stucat, finally making it to the 4th and final room. Remember, Stucat will have to do this room twice in a row, but they're going up against Ike, B2, and Louie. And, you know, like I said, trying to remain impartial. I'm here to cheer on everybody. But, you know, low-key rooting for Stucat right now. Low-key, high-key, because it would be their very first podium. And after 22 races, I'm really hoping we can get a podium for Stucat tonight. So little extra energy your way. We'll see how Stucat does with shells. I've seen Stucat take on, man. I've seen them take on some tough stuff. They're the only other person I've seen that beat Spiteful Mario World from easy difficulty and conquered the big challenging Bazooka Bowser at the end of that hack. A really challenging boss. Definitely one to keep an eye on, man. Stucat's got some chops. Yeah, making those double shell jumps pretty chill. And Ike here kind of thinking about what they want. Aha! And Ike gets to learn how that door is going to work. Louie getting up to the door as well. So matter of time here, but then we still need that consistency. I like the way that double shell jump is articulated. Sometimes you're doing double shell jumps and both of the shells go off the same wall, but in this case, Revelug's got you putting one on the right wall and then the other one on the left wall. So again, those stacked actions, right? It's a little bit more complicated and you have to throw in one or two more inputs, right? In order to turn yourself around, aim the shell correctly, time correctly. There's so much going on in such a really short amount of time, and these racers are just so absolutely quick on the controller which is really, really impressive to see. 40 minutes in, we're looking for second place on the podium tonight. And it is kind of anybody's game right now. Stucat a little bit behind in knowledge, but they're picking up real quick. And Ike, B2, and Louie have had a little bit of extra time. Louie. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice drop, though, Louie. All right, first loop for Louie. Gotta go around again. And if you die, you need your 2 loops again. That's the gimmick here. Beat it twice in a row, deathless. Double down. Wasn't that a sandwich? That was a sandwich, right? Maybe that's a maybe I'm showing my age. Wasn't that a sandwich? It was like some fast food sandwich, right? The double down. It was like it had like chicken patties instead of buns. Was that right? Am I? Yeah. It was a KFC sandwich. Yeah. And it had like chicken patties instead of like hamburger buns. Do they still have that? That's it. Yeah. The double down. Yeah. Okay. All right. I just wasn't sure if maybe that was like I just dreamed it. You know, I've dreamed of sandwiches before that don't exist. So, like, yeah. No, not a decade ago, no. No, it was yesterday. I just had one. No. What do you mean I can't buy GameCube games at Kmart anymore? What are you talking about? I was just there yesterday. The KFC in my town went out of business. It literally went out of business. They're like, sorry, we're out of business. And it closed. There was one and it closed. And now there is not a KFC. Oh no, not EB. No, next you're gonna tell me I can't cash in my lifetime music guarantee at The Wall? I bought tapes. I bought Weird Al tapes at The Wall and they put a blue sticker on it that says lifetime guarantee. If it ever breaks, return it. You're telling me that those are void? That I can't get my lifetime... Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Man. I remember buying Gen 1 Pokemon cards. Wish I would have saved those. But imagine going back and telling yourself as a kid, hey, buy a bunch of booster packs of Pokemon cards, but never open them. I would be like, that's dumb. Good old ancient magic. Yeah, okay, the double down. Yeah, all right, that's it. Yeah. I mean, we can make one at home, you know, it's possible. Borders, we had a Walden Books. We had Walden Books. Borders was like the fancy. Borders was like fancy. We just went to Walden. Those unopened Pokemon card packs, those are worth bucks. If they're old ones, those are worth some money. I would not open them. Just like you could sell them and buy so many sandwiches with that. They're probably worth like 50 sandwiches at least. They're worth like 80 bucks. That's pretty good. That's not bad. That's like almost 10 sandwiches. You could certainly get 10 sandwiches for that. And you know, I know sandwiches aren't as collectible, but they are good. You know, I really like sandwiches. Nah, you can still get 10 sandwiches. I bet you could get 10 sandwiches for 80 bucks. They might not be good sandwiches, but I bet you still could. You just went to Blockbuster last night? That's cool. Some kind individual, I don't know who it was, and I'm not expecting someone to out themselves for it, but I just want to say that I appreciate it. A while ago, some kind individual sent me a gift in the mail. It just showed up. I think I had been talking on stream about how I miss the smell of video rental stores. Louis in the door for a first loop. Louis on their second loop. Let's see. But I miss the smell of video rental stores. And then someone sent me a candle from the last Blockbuster in the world. And it smells like a Blockbuster. And it's amazing. It's my favorite candle in the whole wide universe. Okay, I am being joined by my fuzzy co-commentator, Mallow the cat, who has decided to wake up from his nap in the box. And maybe Mallow the cat would also like 10 sandwiches. Mallow, would you like 10 sandwiches? Mallow the cat. I love you. He's Mallow the cat. You can see a picture of him there in chat. Oh, sorry, I missed the door entry. I was being gently clawed on by the orange cat. Mallow the cat, notable homeowner. He's got a little box that says Mallow's house. Yeah, Mallow the cat, we love you, buddy. We love Mallow. I think he's looking for some snacks right now, but Ike and Louie both looking for their second loop. Ike and Louie right now on the second loop. Ike's down, Louie's alive. Or sorry, scratch that, reverse it. Ike, no, they're both down, never mind. Nice try though, nice try. 2 loops around, Ike, B2, Louie, and Stu Cat. Working on 2 loops of this area for the win. But yeah, I gotta say, I love my Blockbuster scented candle. I have it right here in my hand right now. I keep it by my desk. Oh, so I can smell it, like right now. It smells amazing. It smells exactly like a Blockbuster. I don't know how they do it, but they managed to. Here, I'm holding it up to the mic so you can smell it too. I literally am right now. I hope it's coming through. I hope you can smell the candle through the mic, because gosh, it is just intoxicating. An amazingly intoxicating aroma. It smells like popcorn and a little bit of like freshly vacuumed carpet and just a hint of plastic. I don't know how they did it, but they managed. Candle creators are magic users. I don't know how they did it, but they managed to get the smell of a Blockbuster into a candle. And I, for one, am grateful that they did. 1 second, I gotta get up for real quick. Nobody make any progress or do anything. Real quick, I gotta get up because I have got to get Mallow the cat some snacks. But maybe hold up, we got Ike looking for their second loop. Oh, Louie trying for it. Ike, deep run for the chance at the win. Ike, oh man, this could be it. Mallow the cat, hang on, buddy. I'll get you those snacks in just a minute. Ike is about to clear it. Oh, tragic. That was it. Oh, jeez. Aw. Okay, Mallow the cat has decided that snacks are secondary to just sitting on me. Aw. So now I'm just getting to hug Mallow, and I'm sorry that you can't hug Mallow because he's real soft, and we love him. Mario Kart 64 on the McDonald's game stations? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. There's this channel on YouTube that I like to watch when I'm feeling nostalgic. It's a weird name for a channel like this. Louie though, second loop for Louie, keep your eyes peeled. It's a weird name, but the channel is called Vampire Robot, and they have like a ton of old like B-roll footage, presumably from like news reports and things, and it's just like going to Kmart in 1995, shoe shopping at JCPenney's in 1982, hanging out at the arcade in 1983. And if you're looking to just like people watch at a mall in the late 2000s, early 90s, whatever, check out Vampire Robot on YouTube. It's called Vampire Robot is the name of the channel. It's a weird name for a channel that's called that, but yeah, it is amazing. It is so fun. I like it. I told my parents about it, and they're like, oh, I would love to see a video of shoe shopping at Procter & Gamble's in 1965. Like, well, Mom, I got the YouTube channel for you. It's all here on the internet. It's pretty great. So if you're looking for something else to watch tonight, maybe you too would enjoy Vampire Robot. I don't know why they're called I don't know why they're called that, but it doesn't matter. It's kind of like haunting after a while. Like at first I thought it was like an ARG or something. I'm like, what is this like something scary is gonna happen, right? Like this is like an ARG somehow, and like there's gonna be like a creepy monster in the back of the shots, and then things are gonna go weird. I don't know, but it's not. It's apparently not. It's just someone uploading a lot of old B-reel from news reports. It's fun though. Check it out. It's nice. Yeah, B2 trying for that P-switch mid-air. We still got Ike, B2, Louie, and Stucat. We've had some really close calls. Ike missing the door on the second loop. That one stings. Again, yo, if you have any questions, please feel free to just shout them out in chat. I assume at this point, most people understand the mechanics here and what's going on. But if you don't and you'd like to learn more, please feel free. Oh, yo, B2 and Louie. Why are there two loops? That's just how Revelug made it. You know, that's just the gimmick. Double down. It rewards consistency, and I think that's interesting. And these levels are just short enough. The section is just short enough that you can be consistent enough to get it twice in a row. So I don't know, just Revelug doing Revelug things. Ike, one loop down for Ike, going for the second loop right now. Ike looking pretty sharp. Oh, sorry. Nice try, though. What's a regrab? That's where you put the sandwich down to take a sip of beverage, and then you re-grab the sandwich. Why do they call it a regrab when you of hot out eat the grab, of in cold eat the food? Once again, we're seeing these racers get like dangerously consistent. Like they'll get one loop and then die on the second loop and then immediately get the one loop again. This is really coming down to simple slip ups. Oh, just barely missed that, you know, whatever. What's my opinion of egg salad sandwich? A little sus, I think. A little bit sus. You know, I have to trust. There's a certain amount of trust. I've seen that episode of Futurama where Fry eats the gas station egg salad. A little sus. I need to trust that it's fresh. I need to trust that it's made with love and, you know, good materials. Hesitation. Not outright dislike, but hesitation. I'm being something of a yinzer myself. I'm more a dippy eggs kind of guy. And if you're not from Pittsburgh, dippy eggs are just, you know, eggs over easy. You call them dippy because you dip your toast in them. When, you know, if I'm just going egg salad, like, nah, I'll go for some dippy eggs, because dippy eggs you can't just buy at a gas station. It did, but it wasn't Fry. You know, that's why he ended up not going on it. It wasn't him. It was what the worms made him into. You know, so. Who are we really? Ike, though, second loop again. Working, man, this second, fourth and final room's really tough to get these two loops. And there's Stucat, definitely has this room figured out. So looking for a second right now on the podium. You fail me blasting through this week. If you listen real close, you might be able to hear Mallow the cat just purring away. Just doing a big cat purr. He was sleeping in his box, and then I start talking, and he's like, hey, shut up. Like, Like, buddy, I'm doing the race. And he's like, I don't care, shut up. Ike, second loop potential. Ike's had some, Ike's had some close calls on that second loop, but it was not to be this time. My mom made some good eggs for Easter. She's always good at that. Sky and I went out after Easter and we got chocolates, you know, like the day after Easter, the day after Halloween, discount chocolate day at the supermarket. Ike on the second loop trying to discount their way out of here. And man, I gotta say, there's just something about bunny-shaped chocolate that hits different. I don't know, man. You know, regular chocolate, it's okay, but bunny-shaped chocolate, those little hollow bunnies, they're different, man. I don't know. They're good. We like had to specifically be like, we gotta get bunnies. We gotta get bunny chocolate. Just something about it. I don't know. Just like, you know, just like the little pumpkin-shaped candies at Halloween. Like, it's fun. They're fun. They hit different. Don't they, Mallow the cat? Don't they? Trying to do all this multitasking. I'm watching 4 streams. Gotta make sure I'm petting the cat. Yeah, it's got a lot to do. I don't know. Yeah, shout outs to bunny-shaped chocolate. It's good. It's good, and it's good for you. And by good for you, I mean full of sugar, which is good. Can you hear him? I'm curious if the mic is picking up Mallow, because he's laying right by the mic right now just purring. And he's purring very loudly. Here, I'll shut up for a sec so maybe you can hear him. Second loop for B2, second loop for Ike. B2's down, Ike's alive. Second loop for Louie. Ike with a shot at it. Ike, SMB for the win. Nice. That's gonna do it. Ike, SMB, clutching it out. Getting denied on their first time at the door on the second loop, and not this time. Ike, SMB with the 58-12 to win it. 68 completed races. This is their 14th. Second place on the podium. Well earned, well fought. GG, Ike, SMB. Go drop these racers a follow, man. Ike streams a lot of cool stuff. Ike is a really talented Kaizo player and very smart about figuring out obstacles. So if you're looking for some new streams to watch, you haven't followed our friends here, please, please, please treat yourself. B2, is this the second? B2, chance at a second loop. We got Germ Dove coming in here in the upper left-hand corner, also working on the 4th and final section. B2, oh, B2, and the one tile claims another victim. Whoa, B2, was that a yump? Was that a yump to save it? Man, I would want to see a replay of that. Holy moly. Amazing. Dang, they saved that with a whole yump. Excellent. That's, you know, not necessarily a win, but a moral victory. Style points. Germdove, B2, Louie, Stucat, Louie here. Lower left-hand corner, Louie looking for their second loop right now. Oh man, that one tile to get in and grab that P-switch. That one tile, man, busting up everybody. Mallow the Cat, do you have anything that you'd like to add? No. Mallow the Cat has decided I am not being very interesting. Mallow the Cat departs in search of snacks, and we love him for that. Oh my, how are y'all doing? I don't know, how's your Saturday night? How's your weekend going? I hope the answer is well. You know, it's springtime, it's getting nice and warm out. Kind of rainy. My power went out last night. I hope it doesn't happen again, but you know, it probably will at some point. B2, looking for their second loop. Here we go. B2 nailing that one tile. B2 in the upper right, one hop, skip and a jump away. B2! Nicely done. There we go. GG. B2DE. And a strong finish, a quality second loop. Nicely done. B2 102.55 the time. Their 21st third place and 186th completed ROM hack race. Great job, B2. Heck yeah. Can I get a GG? Oh, Louis. Oh, Louis denied. Stucat up here, X-Gamer 2009. In the upper right-hand corner next to Germdove, Louis and Stucat working on the bottom part. Everybody on section number 4. It's trickier than it seems to drop that P-switch below Mario's feet. That again is a kind of a stacked action, pressing down to drop the switch down and lining yourself up at just the right moment in your jump. But Louis Duce looking for their second loop. So close, man, so close. Yo, B2, thank you for the raid. Well played tonight. Third, very strong, well done. Thank you so much. That's twitch.tv/B2DE81. Drop a follow for a friend if you haven't already. Team One Shot is in shambles tonight, aren't they? Yeah, those up pipes were getting everybody. They were up piping everyone tonight, indiscriminately. Stu Cat. Second loop time. Stu Cat looking pretty sharp here. Stu Cat, oh, close. They bobbled a little bit getting into that one tile with the P-switch. Yeah, I do. I like the Yump save. We've seen a couple of Yumps. You Fail Me got one. B2, you got one. There might have been others if I maybe just missed them. Hey, yo, here at the top of the hour, I just want to say thanks. Yo, I was reminded, what's up, Dot? We love our trans comrades. And I just want to say thanks to the staff and volunteers who are helping us out tonight. On the restream, what's up, Dot? We love our trans comrades. We had Mason, Eden, and Mithrillionaire test this level this week, and Echo and Citrus right now on the restream. Thank you so much for making this possible. Of course, Revolug for making the level. We got more ROM hack races for you. We're trying to get some more clears here. But on the top of the hour, I like to just say thanks to the volunteers for helping us out. We are always looking for more person power behind the scenes. If you are interested in becoming a part of the ROM hack race volunteer crew, we have signups on the Discord, forms you can fill out, and we would love to have some more folks on board. So if that seems cool to you and you want to give back a little bit to the community, help us make these races possible, you may do that right on the Discord, !Discord in chat. Or of course, you can go to romhackraces.com. Looks like Louie may be trying to get in that door with a little bit of a P-switch jump. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to keep trying that or not. We'll see. Oh, yeah, Louie. Ha ha ha, Louie! Making it in the door. Yo, they do not need the shell. Oh, wow. So keep your eyes on Louie Duce here, lower left-hand corner. They might try this again. Louie, classically trained in the art of extreme cheese. And yeah, it turns out you don't actually need that shell. Louie making it work without it. Stu Cat going for a second loop. Ender of Games, thank you so much for the raid. Hope your night is well. Thank you very, very much. Stu Cat looking sharp on a second loop here. Stu Cat, oh man, they are moving Stu Cat possibly for the win. Can they do it? So close. We got Germdove, X-Gamer, Louie Duce, Stu Cat. Working on, working on the fourth and final room. Don't know how far X-Gamer has gotten, but they're here, so pretty far, I would assume. Louie, lower left-hand corner, going for a second loop right now. 2 loops needed to beat each room. Beat it twice in the row, no death. Twice in the row? Twice in a row? Twice arrow? The old Carl Sagan twice. Oh, Germ Dove maybe trying for that same P-switch strat Louis was using. X Gamer, hey, yo, using their pause strats. I see that a bit from X Gamer. As they're getting through a new section or trying something, they kind of pause. Valid strat, works out. Helps you get a little look at things, readjust a little bit, catch your breath. Notice too, I've seen some racers get all the way to the P-switch drop, and instead of dropping it, they throw it forward. That's an example of the minute kind of controller movements that are needed here. You need to be pressing down. If you happen to be holding forward when you want to get the switch drop, instead you'll just chuck it forward. So that's not like, it looks like a very obvious, like, oh, why don't they just drop it? Because it's hard to do. Because the controller inputs for that make that challenging. Yeah, see, I don't know. Up pipes are mysterious. Just personally, I wouldn't know if they were rigged to be a little easier, but they are mysterious creatures. Louis looking for their second loop. Stucat looking for their second loop. Louis Duce back again, second loop. We're seeing real close runs here. Louis looking sharp here. Louis could be for the win. Louis one jump away. Dropped it clean. Louis Duce, oh, being suspicious. Always worth it. And Louis Duce for the win tonight. Well played, well played. Louis, a strong fourth tonight, completing their 286th ROM hack race. Very experienced. Well done, Louis. Here goes Bunker Games in the lower left-hand corner. Bunker Games, Stucat on the bottom of your screen, X Gamer and Germdove up top. Stucat, maybe, is this their second loop? I don't know. I didn't catch it. It's a little bit tricky for me to keep track of who's on the first or second loop, right? They look exactly the same. Oh, you know, this kind of makes me think of an idea like you could take this idea and be like you have to beat the first section once, then you have to beat the second section twice, then you have to beat the third section 3 times, and the fourth section 4 times, and so on and so on. Nice try, Stucat, getting squinched in those blocks. Second loop is more purple? Really? Really? I didn't notice. I'll check it. I'll look more carefully next time we get to that area. Yeah, it is more purple, isn't it? Stewcat, second loop. Yeah, on the very purple screen. Stewcat, a real purple. Whoa, yeah, it is more purple. What do you know? Stewcat! Oh, no, nice try. Yeah, no, that's definitely more purple. Huh, wow. I just didn't notice that. Huh, wow, more purple, you say. We could always use more purple. Tough stuff here, man. Tough level tonight. If y'all have any questions or want to learn more about Kaizo mechanics, feel free to shout it out in chat. But I don't know, I assume at this point everyone kind of gets what's going on here. And we are just waiting for those big moves. Stewcat, man, looking dangerous. So, I wonder if you could do a quantum with the shell off of the Sprite Killer. Probably not worth your time to try, but they look like the kind of Sprite Killer that might allow a quantum. If the shell makes the little poofing animation as it gets destroyed, then that's typically the type of Sprite Killer that could quantum you. Stewcat, man, getting aggressive here. Stewcat, a front runner right now. I like the more purple background. It's nice. It's a nice touch. Stewcat again on the second loop. I can tell because now I'm noticing the very purple background. Yo, and there it is! You love to see it, Stewcat. All right, good job. GG, Stewcat, well played, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Stewcat completing their 20-second race. Great job, Stewcat. That's twitch.tv/Stewcat_. With the literal underscore. Don't type out underscore, you'll go to some other channel. Good job tonight. Pow Block 532 coming in here in the lower right. We get to see the second room again, working hard on this one. Tough level tonight, so let's give him some props. Pow Block. Yo, all right, yo, Pow Block getting right in that pipe. Let's go. Germdove, X Gamer, Bunker Games on the fourth room, Pow Block on the second, but that's cool. We're cheering everybody on here. Yeah, Germdove trying a little P-Speed, P-Switch drop trick to maybe make up for not having that green shell at the end. Oh, what are y'all playing this weekend? What's good for video games? Hey, yo, thank you for the raid, Stewcat. GG. Well played, man. I was rooting for you the whole time. X Gamer up here going for nice second loop. All right. Yeah, everyone's rocking that Blue Prince lately. I've seen some folks trying that one out. X Gamer, yo, clean first loop. X Gamer with a shot at the win here if they can beat it one more time. Rift 2. Nice. GL Rift. Super Rift World. Only play furry gacha games? Hey, gaming is gaming. You tried Kaizo proper for the first time today? That's cool. Welcome. What did you think? It's kind of fun. All right. Yo, that's what I like to hear. It is kind of fun. Oh, good pick. Good pick. Yeah, love yourself. That's a good one to start with. X Gamer. Oh, nice try. Yeah, see, everybody seems to be really loving Blue Prince. I don't know. My wife, Skytree, was telling me about Blue Prince, and she was like, oh yeah, you know, this looks really fun. And we watched the trailer, and I'm like, this is a game for you. If you would like this, I will get this for you. Because, man, I don't know, dude. I'm, shall we say, not look clever. And I don't know. I don't know if I can handle that. Like, it's hard enough figuring out cryptic Kaizo setups, let alone a whole cryptic funhouse of mystery and puzzles. I don't know. Maybe I'll give myself more credit, but the stuff like that kind of intimidates me. To play with a notebook kind of game, yeah. I just like that physical notes are back. Like, I don't know, I always used to take notes on games, especially when routing or doing things. I would always like write down. I have like whole notebooks filled with like diagrams and maps of levels and things. And I'm glad that that's made a resurgence in gaming these days. People taking physical notes again. Heck yeah. Bust out the physical notebook for like, I don't know, UFO 50 or whatever. Back in the day, they used to have empty pages in the back of game manuals, so you could physically take notes in the manual. I remember we used to play Space Invaders. Oh, those little guys, they always get you. And then Dad would say, we gotta go, the pizza's getting cold. And I would say, Dad, come on, give me another quarter. I remember. I've taken physical notes for UFO 50 a lot. Tunic, I did all kinds of silly stuff for Tunic. Without getting too in detail, I don't want to spoil the Tunic puzzles for anyone, but the one puzzle in Tunic had me writing things on like a physical piece of paper, which I then ripped into pieces to figure out how to put it together. And another had me writing something on paper that I would then like sit and put on my desk and like look at it from different angles to try to figure out how it worked. I had to get pretty abstract for Tunic. Pow block, looking sharp on that run. I think you would like Tunic. I think everyone would like Tunic. We got Mr. Hank Scorpio coming in here in the lower right-hand corner, taking over the East Coast with the Globex Corporation. He'll give you some sugar, but it's not in packets. Oh yeah, geez, typing out the code. Yeah. Hey, this magazine comes with a free video game. X Gamer. Speaking of video games, X Gamer for the win. Nicely done. They were due, man. They were on point with that. They were ready to go. X Gamer coming in clutch, completing their 9th ROM hack race. Good job. That's a really tough one. Well done. Let's hear it for X Gamer. Well played. And that would be, oh yeah, the final four. We've got Germdove, we got Powblock, Bunker Games, and super villain extraordinaire Mr. Hank Scorpio. You ever see a man say goodbye to a shoe before? Once. You don't like him? Neither do I. Get the hell out of here. Oh, I love that episode. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm in the middle of a fun run. Mr. Hank Scorpio working on the 3rd room, Bunker Games, Germdove on the left side of your screen working on the 4th, Powblock working hard on number 2, doing everything we've got, giving it our all. Or borax, whatever kind of detergent you've got, it'll do. Oh, I don't know if they make all detergent anymore. That joke is old. Yo, GG, X Gamer, well played. Way to rise to the challenge, my friend. Germdove up here in the upper left, going for the 2nd loop on the 4th room. Oh, nice try, nice try. While you're dropping a follow for these racers, drop a follow for Revelug himself. Streams pretty often, plays a lot of really great Kaizo, exceptional skill. One of the best out there. Yeah, Germdove getting real strong here. Germdove, I think they are next in line for the clear. You're starting to see, like, they'll beat one loop and then die on the 2nd loop and then immediately beat it again. And it's just one little slip up here and there that is preventing the double loop. Yeah, those up pipes, it's been a common hang up tonight. It happens to the best of us. Up pipes come for us all. There is no escaping the underground fortress of the up pipe. Aha, Batman! Yeah, here we go. Germdove once again, looking for that 2nd loop. Germdove. Oh man, well thanks so much for spending a little bit of your Saturday night with us here on ROM Hack Races. I hope all is going well for you and you're feeling comfy. Feeling comfy and relaxed and having a good start to your weekend. POW block up here in the upper right, looking for loop 2. Looking sharp on this. Let's go. Oh, come on, man. You got this. You got this. Oh, I don't know. Just thinking. I don't think it's something funny to say. Some good joke. I don't know. Just thanks for hanging out. Y'all are super kind, and I appreciate y'all very, very much. Good joke. Thanks. Yeah, I really spent a long time working on that one. I really stayed up late trying to workshop my material, you know. Oh, happy lesbian visibility day. Germ Dove. Second loop once again. You can tell by the darker purple background. Here we go, POW block. Looking for that second loop on room number 2. You got this, man. You got this. I believe. Oh, I see. The background gets darker on every room. Every second loop background is slightly darker. Does that mean that actually, like, under the hood, there are just 2 identical copies of the room? Like, you're not actually going through the exact same room. You're going to an identical copy of that room. I'm curious how that was made under the hood. That seems the easier way to do it, right? Like, that way you don't even need, like, custom ASM. You just send them into another version of the room. Yeah, you can see it on POW block's screen. Their background is a little bit darker now. At least that's how it looks to me. Maybe I'm just seeing things. Oof. Yeah, I'm actually curious if these are just, like, in reality there are 8 rooms in this hack, and just every 2 of them are just identical copies of each other. I feel like if I were building this, that's how I would do it. Oh no, Mr. Hank Scorpio, nice try, getting up-piped. See? Happens to everyone. Even supervillains. And Pow Block, dude, really putting in the work here. That toss to get the block in for the statue was really well articulated. Yeah, thanks for hanging out to cheer these racers on. That is awesome. Way to have that community spirit. You know, say ROM hack races. Yes, there's a leaderboard and whatever, but at the end of the day, these are tough levels. It's the player versus the levels. It's us versus our previous self to just get a little bit stronger and do a little bit better every time. It is, absolutely. Clearing these levels in one sitting is impressive. Germ Dove up here, second loop, look out. Well, man, that's so cool to hear. Thanks for cheering on everybody. Pow Block, oh my gosh, I look away for 1 second. I told you, they had it, man. Pow Block, moving on to room number 3, let's hear it. Let's hear it for Pow Block. Hey, here's a trivia question for you. Which Mario game introduced the Pow Block? What Mario game first contained the Pow Block? Think carefully. SMB2? No, it's not SMB2. It is Plasma Stank, you got it. Yes, V Agent Zero, yes. The original Mario Bros. Arcade game. Not Donkey Kong, but Mario Bros. A really cool game. I honestly love the Mario Bros. Arcade game. It's super fun. Yes, Mario Bros. Was the very first Mario game to have the Pow Block in it. Mario 2, I believe, was the second. Right now, Germ Dove and Bunker Games are currently leading, but we do have You Fail Me took the win for tonight. But in on the 4th room, it's Germ Dove and Bunker Games on the left of your screen. Pow Block and Mr. Hank Scorpio working on room number 3. Oh, sorry, Donkey, you got it too there. All right, I'll give you Ender, got it. All right, everyone who said Mario Bros, I'll give you the win. If you haven't played Mario Bros, it's really fun. I think it's a great game. It's a really cool arcade game. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I think Mario Bros was the first game to feature Luigi. Luigi was just basically palette swapped Mario, but there were 2 of them, and he was green. Yeah, it's true. You can play. Yeah, it's the mini game in Mario 3. Nintendo just keeps bringing it back, but there is like an original. That makes the Pow Block the original Mario item. Yeah, I guess it would. Yeah, it technically predates the mushroom. Yeah. Okay. For bonus points. Can you name all of the enemies in the Mario Bros. Arcade game? Well, I don't know. Would the DK hammer, would that be a Mario power-up? Because that guy's name was Jumpman. I'm just saying. Though, yeah, the turtle, the crab, and the bee. Fred and Bruce. Yeah, you got the fireballs, yeah. Do you know their names? I'll give you a hint. The GC7 love emote is actually the Koopa from the Mario Bros. Arcade. But they're not called Koopas. They're called something else. There's also one enemy that you're forgetting. Sorry, I really like the Mario Bros. Arcade game. I have put some time into that. Well, time, technically, no, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Each other, true, technically correct. Not what I was thinking of, but technically true. The blue version's also technically true, but still not quite what I was thinking of. We're still missing one. Potoblolos? Germ Dove, meanwhile. Ooh, nice try. Not what I was thinking of, though. A lack of quarters, the ultimate enemy. I was thinking of Slip Ice, the icicle enemy. Also, Mario Bros. Is distinct in that that's the first Mario game where you grab coins. Hey, you're telling me you wouldn't put a sewer quarter in your pocket? If it meant you could play another arcade game for another 15 minutes. I don't know, a quarter's a quarter. You can wash them off. Oh, and I gotta show you this. Since we're talking about the Mario Bros. Arcade game, I gotta give you a little earworm of a song here. If you've never seen the commercial for Super Mario Bros. On Atari, oh man, you're in for a treat. There it is for you in chat. Oh man, great commercial. Great commercial. Mr. Hank Scorpio here, looking pretty good, looking for that up pipe. Pow block not too far behind. Oh, let's go. Mr. Hank Scorpio ready for their second loop. And yeah, the background does get subtly darker. Subtly. Germ Dove looking for loop 1. Germ Dove, man, putting in work over here. I'm ready. Ready for a Germ Dove clear. Germ Dove is a very determined player. They really just don't quit, you know? They just keep fighting. Very admirable. Bonk heads. I love it. That was the original name for Mario. Super Bonkhead. Oh, yo, Bunker Games, all right, making it to the door. Bunker, yeah, gotta do another loop, but I think that's the first door for Bunker. A little celebratory spin jumps over there. Yo, I love the sync. Oh, Pow Block and Bunker were like totally synced up. You know, I think that's like a common thing. You know, everybody has seen someone that looks exactly like Mario. He's a certain archetype. Germ Dove. Nah, man. Ah, jeez. Oh, how we feeling, gamers? Say we schedule 2 hours a week for these broadcasts, hoping for some clears. We got a little bit of time. We got time. There's time for clears. Game-tastic. That's incredible. That's a great way to be feeling. I'm happy for you. I'm glad you feel that way. Man, now I have that freaking Mario Brothers commercial song stuck in my head. Mr. Hank Scorpio looking sharp over here. Oh, that spike ceiling though. And Bunker Games. Oh yeah, I love the celebration. Yeah, Bunker. Yeah, do some push-ups. Oh geez, Bunker Games. Oh man, dude, I love to see this. They are just like getting vicious. Jeez, they have got it. Bunker with the big jump even. Yeah, I love the celebration. No, this is awesome. Man, Bunker is really... They are just turning on the power like a faucet. Like a faucet, you get it? Cause plumbing. Are we ever? Is Mario ever gonna do any plumbing? Yeah, like ever? Is he ever? Is that it for him? He's just never gonna go back to work. He does go down the pipe a lot. That yeah, but I don't know if you need a plumbing. I don't know. Does that count as plumbing? Germ Dove, second loop. Here we go. Watch for that darker purple background. Oh, Germ Dove, one jump away. This could be it. No! Oh! Wow, did he do plumbing in... Oh, excuse me. Did he do plumbing in Superstar Saga? I never played that one. Nice yump. Bunker Games. Oh, jeez. Man, Bunker's getting furious. Like in a good way. Oh. Yeah, next time I unclog the sink, I'm gonna be like, I just defeated some enemies. Next time I buy a bottle of Drano, I'm gonna be like, I got a power up. Yo, Bunker and Germdove, the sync is incredible. That's the most synced up I've ever seen. And nice try, Germdove. Man, that sync was amazing there. The sync. Sync. You get it? Because the sync. The sync. You know, it causes me to think, in the Mario Brothers Super Show, they do have the Mario Brothers doing plumbing. That is a time when they actually fix some drains and rig up some pipes and things. The sink. I'll be here all week. And I hope you'll be here next week for another exciting ROM hack race. If you're not already following, please drop a follow for our channel here. Come back every Saturday night for a fresh new Super Mario World Kaizo level and another exciting race from someone else in our community. That's a good question. I should have added that to my notes, my pre-show notes, but I didn't. So, as a result, I don't know. Yeah, Germdove and Bunker both have a ton of momentum right now. Germdove has gotten, like, literally the last possible second. So, hoping for a clear here pretty soon. Germdove looking sharp on this run, let me tell you. Ah! I like Bunker doing a little celebration dance every time they get to that door. That's good, you know? Dancing is good motivation. Bunker and Germdove on the second loop. Bunker one jump away. Can they pull it off? Let's go. Let's go. Man. Oh, don't die celebrating, Bunker. Watch out. Watch out. Wait for that. Don't let that P-switch run out on you, homie. All right. All right. All right. This is, yeah. All right. Now you can dance. Yeah. I would have been so sad if the P-switch would have ran out or they would have fall off the edge. Bunker Games, well done. Great job. That's twitch.tv/bunkergames82. Bunker finishing up their 42nd ROM hack race. Nicely done, man. Great job. They really turned on the faucet of power at the end. And here goes Germdove. 2 for 2. Let's go. Dude, you love to see it. Oh my good golly gosh. Germdove for the win. Oh, neck and neck. That was so cool. Germdove turning on the power themselves, completing their 169th nice ROM hack race. Good job, Germdove. The faucet. A veritable faucet of gaming power. Nicely done. Well, say, we schedule about 2 hours a week for these broadcasts. We're going to take it to the top of the hour tonight. So let's cheer these racers on. And in the meantime, you know, drop a follow for us here on ROM Hack Races. Check out the Discord server. Check out romhackraces.com. Follow the racers. There are so many cool people playing Kaizo in our community, and I'm sure they would love to see you drop by the stream and be like, hey, I saw you on ROM Hack Races. You did great. If you're looking for more Kaizo to watch or to play, there is absolutely no shortage of incredible stuff to check out. It is an absolute golden age for Kaizo, has been for quite some time. Mr. Hank Scorpio looking pretty sharp. Yeah, green section's tough. A lot of these movements are very easy to do, but easy to screw up too. A lot of little precision going on. I want to say thanks again to Revelug for making this. Check out Carotene Valley, check out My Favorite Things, and definitely check out Revelug on his Twitch channel. He is an exceptional player and always really cool to watch. And if you haven't seen it, that AGDQ race, the AGDQ run of Sheffy World 2 from Revelug was also pretty cool. And you might see some familiar friends on the couch. It's me. I was on the couch. And Beast. While we're counting it down here, I just want to say thanks again to the staff for helping do this. What's up, Dot? We love our trans comrades on the restream tonight. We got Mason, Eden, and Mithrillionaire who helped to test this, and Echo and Fen on scouting. Did I forget anyone? Obviously, the ever wonderful BD, pushing buttons, doing a lot of stuff for the whole community, helping everything work. Big thanks to Kelgand behind the scenes, doing a lot of bot stuff for us and generally being an awesome individual. And you, the players, the racers, and you in chat for making ROM Hack Races a little part of your Saturday. And Citrus as well, thank you. I was just looking at the list, which didn't display their name, but it did earlier. I just was relying too much on the list. Big shout outs to Citrus, thank you for helping out. ROM Hack Races thrives because of its volunteers and its very kind and cool community. Thank you for being a part of it, and thank you for making ROM Hack Races a little old part of your Saturday. Go play some games this weekend, have some fun, discover some blueprints, secrets, and we will be back next week with another exciting ROM Hack race. So hang out on the Discord if you want to talk shop with the community. Check the website for updates and level patches, and hopefully, if I'm lucky, if we're lucky, we'll see you all again next week. We're at the top of the hour here, so I'm going to let Dot throw a raid over to another friend in our community. Please feel free, go and follow the racers, check them out, cheer them on. Thank you for being so positive and supportive with this. Keep working hard, keep playing Kaizo, and, you know, keep your head up. We'll get through it together. So whenever you want, Dot, you can throw the raid over, get it ready, get it started. And yo, love to see it. Buzzer beater, Mr. Hank Scorpio, making their way out of here. We're going to go throw a raid over to Mr. Hank Scorpio. So go cheer them on. And, you know, we'll see y'all next time. Thank you for watching. You, that's right, you matter. Your thoughts matter, your heart matters, your feelings matter. You matter to other people in your lives. You matter to me as human beings. You matter to the internet's #1 longboy furret, and the people that matter to you in your lives would love to hear from you about that. We know Black Lives Matter, LGBTQIA+ lives matter, Indigenous lives matter, disabled, autistic, and plural lives matter, and you. We'll catch y'all again next week for another race. I have been GlitchCat, you have been you. For my community friends, I will likely see you all on Monday, taking tomorrow off to get some real life stuff done, and you know, just relax a little bit. Maybe hang out in a hammock from the Hammock District. So take it easy. See y'all next time. Have a great rest of your night. Peace.